Hey everyone, and welcome back to Quarter Life Confessions with Rita. We are on episode 3 now, which is awesome. And I just want to say really quickly, thank you so much to everybody that has been super supportive and subscribed and given me feedback on this podcast, because I really, really appreciate it and listen to everything that anybody says to me. So I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to keep this going. So I'm gonna get right into what this episode is about. I had some hesitations on whether I wanted to talk about this topic or not, but I think I'm just gonna dive right in and do it because it can potentially help a lot of people, or maybe relate to a lot of people, which is the entire point of me doing this podcast. So the topic for this episode is how to diet/exercise when you don't want to. Why am I doing this topic? Well, like I said, I wasn't going to do this because it's pretty personal and something that I'm currently struggling with, but I wanted to take everyone along this journey with me so I can update you guys later on how it's going, and you guys can kind of follow along with me on how things are working out, I guess. I decided to just go ahead and do this episode because maybe other people can relate to it. And if you can relate to it, please let me know, because it can be a good support group or something. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people struggle with this, so we might as well talk about it. I'm no professional dietitian or trainer. I'm just telling you my story and what works for me. So you don't have to listen to anything that I say, but I'm just giving you advice from my side of things. So I've actually lost about 20 pounds so far in the last few months. I know you can't tell yet. I swear I did lose it though. But in the beginning stages of losing weight, it's really difficult to notice it, especially like from an outsider point of view. But losing weight is very difficult for me for a couple of reasons. A, I just like food. I'm a foodie, and when I was younger, I used to eat whatever I wanted, and it didn't stick on me because I had a very, very active childhood. I mean, all of my friends were outside all the time, every single day, playing at the park, playing on the street, running around. I played a few sports. I did soccer, softball, cheerleading. I was very, very active as a kid, so I could eat whatever I wanted, and nothing stuck on me. But now I eat the same things and I sit at a desk all day. That's kind of a problem because things don't just melt off like they used to when I was younger. Yeah, it's very difficult when you're not active and you go to work and you just sit at a desk all day. That can be very challenging. Like literally my biggest exercise is walking from my chair to the printer. So that kind of sucks when it comes to the weight loss department. The second reason why losing weight is very difficult for me is because I don't have time for the gym. I know people are like, oh, there's always time for the gym. No, there is not. Because maybe some people can get up at 4 a.m. and go to the gym before work, but I am not one of those people. I need sleep. Like, people can function on 5 hours of sleep. I'm not one of those people. I need a good night's sleep, and I will lose my sanity if I don't have that. So in order for me to function throughout my life, I need enough sleep. I cannot get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. And my commute is almost an hour, so finding time outside of 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. to go to the gym is almost impossible without going completely mental. And my gym isn't like super close to my house. It's like 15 minutes away. But by the time you drive there, drive back, that's already a half hour. I used to go to the gym all the time in high school and in college. I was always at the gym almost every single day. I would go to the gym. I had my routine. I would do cardio and machines and all that stuff. And I felt great afterwards. Like, I love going to the gym. Like, it just makes me feel good. So for me, not having time to go to the gym except for on the weekends is really, really hard. And you know what? You need sleep to stay healthy also. Like, I'm sorry, but you do. And when I'm not at work, I'm working on my podcast and YouTube channel. So if I went to the gym instead of doing that, I would never have time to be recording this podcast. It's really difficult to balance everything and would not work for me. How do we fix this problem when you're trying to get your summer bod? Well, you don't need to go to the gym to work out, you can fit in exercise other ways. Like if you have a dog and you need to take it for a walk, just take it for a walk. It doesn't have to be like a crazy, you don't have to run with your dog. You can just go for a walk around the block with your dog. And what better motivation is it than to get your dog outside and exercising? I don't have a dog, but I do like to just walk laps like around my neighborhood sometimes when I get home from work. If it's a nice night out in the summer or something, I'll just go for a walk, and that can substitute going for the gym. You do not need to run in order to lose weight. This is another thing that I need to say, because a lot of people think that the only way to lose weight is to run like 5 miles, and that's not true. Just doing like a fast-paced walk around your block will definitely get your metabolism up and going. It'll get your heart pumping, and that's all you need to lose weight. And it's not as hard on your legs either. And if you don't have time after work to take a quick lap around your block, there's so many people in my office building that will do laps around the parking lot and just like walk. I used to make fun of them for it, but honestly, it's not a bad idea. If it's nice out and you have a big parking lot or you have side streets near your work that you can walk at, definitely do that, because right there, just getting a half hour or an hour in of a walk outside is nothing, and it can really help you if you're doing that 5 days a week. It'll add up quickly. If you don't want to do either of those things, you could also work out at home. You don't need a treadmill, and you don't need like machines. You can just do sit-ups. I used to go on YouTube and find all these fitness videos to just do in my living room. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, and it's all free, so you might as well just take advantage of it. And you don't even need to leave your house, so the weather's not an excuse. You can just work out in your living room. Even though those are some ways that you can lose weight with exercising, I'm gonna be honest. The 20 pounds that I lost came off with no exercise, like 0 exercise. I didn't exercise on the weekends. I didn't exercise after work, during the week, nothing. I never exercised. I literally just ate healthy. That's it. So people that say you can't lose weight without exercising is complete BS. Straight up. It's nonsense. Not saying that you wouldn't lose weight faster if you didn't work out, and that you wouldn't like get more toned from working out. But if you don't have time, that's not an excuse to say, oh, I can't lose weight because I can't exercise. No, that's not true. You just have to adjust your diet and you will lose weight. Like, it's a thing. I did it, and I'm continuing to do it. So I'm going to go over quickly like what I eat in a day to lose weight. You can judge me and think that it's too little or it's boring, it's too much, whatever, but this is what works for me. So for breakfast, I have a smoothie every single morning. And usually what I put in it is I get frozen mangoes and frozen strawberries, and I put them in the smoothie. Then I take about half of a banana, put that in. Then I take half of a cup of vanilla yogurt and put that in as well. I also put in a scoop of matcha powder. If you haven't heard of matcha powder, I swear by this stuff. Not the matcha powder that you get at Starbucks, because that is nonsense. It is more sugar than it is of the green tea powder. So yeah, matcha is green tea powder. And basically, I've read so many articles where it like boosts your metabolism and it makes you feel energized without making you feel jittery, which is a big thing for me, because a lot of times I have coffee and I feel super shaky and jittery and bloated, and I do not feel good at all. But the matcha doesn't make you feel like that. And just by putting a scoop in your smoothie, you don't even taste it. You don't know it's there. And it has the same effects as it would if you just drink it straight. So you might as well just add a scoop of matcha in there. And that's it. Sometimes I add a splash of orange juice, or I add water or ice, whatever you want. But usually the frozen fruit is good enough to make it thicker. You don't need to add the ice. So that's what I have for breakfast, is my smoothie. And it's pretty filling, and I like it because it lasts a long time. So when I'm sitting at work, I feel like I'm eating for a while and it lasts me a long time. So I highly, highly recommend drinking a smoothie every day. And also, a few years ago when I used to make smoothies, I would put in spinach and unsweetened coconut milk, and I swear you cannot even taste the spinach. It makes it look greenish brown, but you don't even know it's in there. And spinach is like super good for you, so you might as well add some spinach because you can't even taste it. And same with the coconut milk. I would use that instead of orange juice because it's a little bit healthier. Then for lunch, I eat around 4 slices of turkey from the deli, just rolled up, no bread, and lettuce with minimal Italian dressing. Like, I'm not a dressing person at all. Like, I like just My salads are super boring. I literally just have a container of lettuce and like this much Italian dressing. It's nothing. And I pour that on and mix it up, and that's what I eat for lunch. So I know that's not a lot, but it is what it is. That's what works. And then after lunch, in the late afternoon time, like 4 o'clock, I eat almonds, maybe like 15, 20 almonds. And those are super, super filling. Like, almonds make me feel really full. And then for dinner, usually I have grilled chicken and green beans. Or sometimes instead of grilled chicken, I'll have pork chops and like eggs. I'll have eggs for breakfast a lot of the time. I don't even eat egg whites. I just eat regular eggs. But any kind of grilled chicken or even like a 6-ounce steak is good for you. Yeah, that's what I'll eat. Just meat is good. I feel like carbs do not work for me. I know people say that you can eat whole wheat pasta and bread, blah blah blah, but when I was eating my sandwiches, like I would have turkey sandwiches and have whole wheat bread, I was having such a hard time losing weight. And I swear the second that I cut out the whole wheat bread, I started losing weight so much easier. And same with pasta. Like, I don't even eat pasta anymore. I used to eat whole wheat pasta, but now I don't eat pasta. If I do have rice, sometimes I'll have brown rice, but I try not to have rice at all. But I love rice so much. So if I do, I'll have brown rice and potatoes. But again, I try and stay away from the potatoes while I'm trying to eat good. A baked potato every now and then is not going to kill you. And just don't load on butter. Don't put butter on it. Just put pepper on it. I know it's not as good without butter, but it's not bad tasting. And I also try and avoid salt, which sucks because I love salt so much. I used to put salt on like everything, but now I don't put salt on pretty much anything. And you get used to it after a while, but it's so much better for you because it helps you not retain water and it makes you just feel better in general. So yeah, no salt. And then for like condiments, I've been using Frank's Red Hot Sauce because there's no calories, 0 calories, and I love my ketchup and barbecue sauce, but I just feel like Frank's Red is just as good and there's no calories, so give that a shot if you haven't had that. So another one of my tricks for when I'm trying to get myself in shape is if you're craving something sweet, just have one bite of something. Now, like, I'm the type of person, if I have something salty, I need something sweet afterwards, and like vice versa. If you're craving something sweet, that's fine, but like just have one Hershey's Kiss. You know what I mean? Having one Hershey's Kiss versus having like a huge Kit Kat bar or having like a tub of ice cream. A little Hershey's Kiss compared to that is nothing, and it's probably not that many calories at all. It's not going to ruin your diet if you have that, but it will make you not hate your life as much while you're dieting. Because if you just ignore the craving that you have for the sweet food, you're gonna go mental. I'm sorry, but you are. Even if you like want Oreos or something, just eat half of an Oreo. That's what I would do. Just eat half of one Oreo. That's not gonna screw up your diet, and you just have to be diligent and have some willpower and just crack it in half and only eat half, and that's it. And I swear, like, your sweet tooth will be satisfied and you'll be good. I'm not saying you need to deprive yourself. Like, I would mix in other things here and there, maybe have a cheat meal once a week. Like, I love my chips and guac at Chili's. Like, their guacamole at Chili's is so good. So, like, if I go there every now and then, who am I kidding? I'm there like every week. I love Chili's so much. But like, you can have a cheat meal once a week, but have a cheat meal. Don't have a cheat day. I feel like there's a total difference. If you're having like a whole entire day of 1,000,000 calories, that's gonna affect your diet a lot worse than if you just have one cheat meal. Like, chips and guac at Chili's is something I cannot give up. So if you have that and that's your only bad thing that you eat all week, you're gonna be okay and you're not gonna get off track. And that's my other issue that I had, like, in the past when I would try and lose weight and it wouldn't work, is if I, like, screwed up and had, like, a bite of pasta, I'd be like, oh, that's it, my diet's gone for the whole week, and then I would just give up for the whole week and then try and start again on Monday, and it would just be, like, this endless cycle of, like, dieting good, screwing up one day, and then ruining the rest of the week. Like, I don't know, it did not work. But you have to understand, if you, like, screw up and have one cheat meal, just get right back on track the next day. Don't get in this like slump and be like, oh, I screwed it up for the whole rest of the week now. Like, I have OCD with this stuff, and like, I need to start my diets on a Monday. I know that sounds so crazy and delusional, but I just feel like I am ready to go and I'm committed if I start it on a Monday. It's like a fresh start. But if I screw it up on Thursday and have a cheat meal, I need to not be like, oh, well, I'm screwed for the rest of the weekend, because that's 3 or 4 more days where you could be eating healthy. You know what I mean? There's no reason to screw it up for that long. You just have to go right back to what you were doing. And honestly, I think when people are trying to get in shape, they like do it for 1 week and expect to see results. And like, I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, I ate healthy for 3 days. Like, why have I not lost 35 million pounds? But once you give it 1 month, it's gonna get a lot easier. Like, after a month or two, I noticed my work pants were getting really big on me, and that made me feel so good. And like, eating healthy was no problem for me after that, because I knew it was working. So continuing to do what I was doing was so easy, and I was only going down from there, if that makes sense. Yeah, you have to give it a solid month or two. You can't just give it 1 week, because that's not enough time. Like, people will start to diet and not see results within a week or two, and they'll be like, oh, this isn't working, I'm gonna give up. But no, it could be working. You just need to give it more time. And you can't always go by the scale, because especially girls, like, if you're hormonal or bloated, you're gonna, like, your body's gonna be different. If you're retaining water, you're gonna weigh more. You can't go by the scale the first few weeks. And I don't weigh myself every day. I would go mental if I weighed myself every day. I'm like, oh, I only went down 0.1 pounds. No, I weigh myself once a week. That's it. And then when you see that you lost like 2 or 3 pounds, you know, you feel so good, so much better than barely seeing any results every single day. I feel like it's better to see a bigger drop once a week, or maybe even less if you want to weigh yourself once a month. I think whatever works for you. But personally, I feel like when I weigh myself every day, I don't see as bigger results, and then that gets me discouraged. What's really helped me is just take it 1 day at a time. You're not gonna lose 30 pounds in 3 days. It's just not possible. So rather than thinking like, oh, I need to eat healthy for 5 months, that is too long, I can't do it, you just focus on eating healthy that day. If you accomplish your diet goals for the day, you'll feel good about yourself, and it'll be easier to continue on. If you're thinking, oh my god, I'm stuck like this for half a year, then you're gonna be so miserable and discouraged. If you literally just focus on today, like, I am not gonna eat anything bad today, and you do that every day, slowly but surely, you're gonna notice that it's working, and you'll make your way there. Now I'm gonna get into how to stay motivated when you're trying to get in shape. So I have a few tricks up my sleeve that I use to help me stay motivated. My first one is so basic, but I feel like it's kind of a thing right now because everyone's like, oh, I gotta work on my summer bod. Just think about summer and all the clothes you can wear. I have a million clothes in my closet that I only wore like once because I bought them in anticipation that I would lose weight. So that's kind of sad, but there's so many clothes that I used to wear back in high school when I weighed less that I only wore like once, and they're perfectly brand new clothes, like barely worn, and they're still so cute. Looking at them and knowing that like I don't fit in them right now, right there is motivation enough for me to really work hard, because I spent money on those clothes and I would like to wear them. And I know they would be super cute if I could wear them, and no one remembers them because I wore them like 6 years ago. It's like I have a second wardrobe just sitting in my closet basically that I can't touch right now. So that is motivation for me, number one. I literally went to TJ Maxx the other day. I have a TJ Maxx problem. I swear, I'm like obsessed with TJ Maxx. They're so amazing. I feel like they're a store that you have to go to when you're not looking for something specific. You just need to go there to roam and see like what you find. But I went there the other day and they had jumpsuits and crop tops on sale for literally like $3 to $5. So I bought them. $3 to $5? You can't even get a Starbucks coffee for $3. And I'm not supposed to buy an entire outfit for $3. Like, come on. Okay, and they weren't like super small sizes, but they're a little bit smaller than I am now. So I bought them in anticipation that my diet is going to continue and that I'm going to be good for summer to wear these clothes. Now I have these insanely cute outfits that I don't fit in yet. They're brand new, and that is super motivating to me because I want to wear the brand new clothes that I just bought. They're really cute. And like, sitting at home in your oversized pajama pants and hoodie, you might not care about losing weight. But when you're at a party or a club especially in the summer, and you want to wear a hot outfit, then you'll care. I feel like whenever I'm out at a bar or a club and like I see all of these girls wearing these really cute outfits, I'm like, okay, I need to get my ish together because I want to dress really cute when I go out. And I don't like feeling limited because of my weight, if that makes sense. Just think about all of the fun events you have coming up, or all of the fun bars you can go to where you can dress up and look really cute and not have to worry about whether it's going to look good on you because of your weight. Also, motivation, Victoria's Secret is bringing back swimwear, so get yourself into shape because I love their swimwear so much. I stocked up when I heard that they weren't going to be doing it anymore, and now they're coming back, but I'm not mad. I will buy more swimwear. I love their swimwear. I feel like people think that Victoria's Secret sizes are going to be small because they're all skimpy and lingerie and stuff like that, but I think Victoria's Secret actually sizes their stuff pretty well. Like, their extra larges aren't like super tiny, you know what I mean? There are a bunch of people complaining that they haven't included plus size swimwear in their line yet, which nowadays I feel like they should have that, especially being such a big company. So maybe they'll incorporate that now, but either way, I want Victoria's Secret swimwear, so it's time to get our butts into gear, ladies. And if you don't have an event to look forward to, just make an event for yourself to look forward to. So like plan a trip to the beach or plan a cruise, or for me, like right now I'm on track to be pretty in shape for 4th of July. And usually people do fun stuff on the 4th of July. I have a long weekend and it's like the beginning of summer and all that stuff. So like that's an example of my goal, my set goal date is the 4th of July. I think you should set a date or an event or something like that to kind of help you guide you on your journey, and that'll be your end goal. If you need some other help staying motivated in this whole thing, there's also apps that you can get that will really help you. Now, I don't know if you have heard of, there's 2 apps. One is called Diet Bet. So Diet Bet is awesome because they have a bunch of different, they're basically like contests, I guess. You can enter a contest, maybe it's like a 30-day contest, and you have to lose a certain percent of your weight in that amount of time. So there'll be like a $30 buy-in challenge where everybody that wants to enter puts $30 into this contest, and within the 30 days, if you lose the certain percent of your weight, then you will get a cut of the total pool at the end. So like say 100 people put $30 in, that's $3,000. Whatever people don't accomplish their goal, they don't get any money back. But if you are one of the people that did accomplish your goal, then you get a cut of the $3,000. The prize is different every time. It depends on how many people meet the goal and how many people don't. Because then it changes on how many people the pot splits between and the pot size changes. So it's pretty cool. And they have different like bet amounts. There's $10 bets, there's $50 bets, there's 15-day challenges. And like I said, you win a part of the total money pool divided amongst all the winners. So if other people don't reach their goal, then it benefits you, which is kind of, I mean, that's sad that they didn't reach their goal, but like you get more money. So it's good for you. And the other app is called Healthy Wage. It's pretty much the same concept, except you choose your end date, how much weight you're going to lose, and how much you bet. So if your goal is to lose 50 pounds in 1 year, then you select that and you can choose how much you want to bet on yourself. And it'll calculate immediately how much money you will win if you do it. I did it years ago and failed. So basically the money that you get comes from, the people that didn't meet their goal. If I did it, I would have won like $600, I think. Again, you can win. There's people that win thousands of dollars, but it depends on how much you want to bet on yourself each month. But I mean, what is better motivation than money? Not only are you losing weight, but at the end of it, you're guaranteed like hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands. Like, what other motivation do you need? That's awesome. You can lose all this weight and then like prize yourself with a trip at the end or something. Whatever you want to buy, you'll have money, extra money to buy something nice for yourself because you deserve it. But again, if you don't meet your goal, then you lose the money that you put in each month. But that's part of the risk to take. And I mean, that'll keep you even more motivated because you don't want to lose money. You want to win money. So you know, if I don't lose this weight by this date, then I'm going to be out a lot of money. So Why would you want to do that? And kind of going along with the prize theme, you can give yourself prizes for hitting milestones. So for me personally, I have a calendar where I set my goal weight for the end of each month, and if I'm successful at meeting that goal, then I get a prize. That sounds so lame, but this is great because you can choose things that you really want and might not normally buy for yourself. But rather than buying it just to buy it, you'll feel like you actually earned it. So if I want to lose 8 pounds in a month and I lose the 8 pounds, then I can buy like a pair of shoes, or I can buy some kind of makeup that I've been wanting, something like that. It'll make you way more determined to lose weight. If you really want the item or the prize, then you'll work really hard to make sure that that happens. You just have to be firm and not allow yourself to get that until you meet the goal. So like, for example, some of my monthly prizes are makeup, clothes, getting my nails done, getting a tattoo is my last one because I've always wanted a foot tattoo so bad, and like for years, and I've never allowed myself to get it until I reach my goal weight. So once I do reach my goal weight, I am getting a tattoo and I'm gonna be freaking proud about it. And like, I do the bigger prizes at the end. Like I never get my nails done. I really don't like treat myself to getting my nails done or like anything like cosmetic really like that. I do my makeup, but I don't spend that much money on myself in that way. So by the end of this journey, if I reach my goal weight, then I'm gonna have all these awesome body transformation prizes, if that makes sense. And it's gonna kind of like transform me as a human being in general, because not only have I lost weight, but I have my nails done now and I have a tattoo, and like maybe I'll get my hair done or something. Like I'm gonna feel so good about myself, and it's like a whole makeover in general. So like that's what really keeps me motivated, because I really want my nails done. I just won't allow myself to do it. I feel like people are going to be like, what? This girl is nuts. Like, who does that? But it works for me. I don't know what to tell you. And I think staying motivated is really hard because like me and my friends always go out to all these fun bars and restaurants and like always have such good food everywhere. And it's really hard to not eat good food. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not one of those people. I don't want kale. I really don't want lettuce. Like, I'll eat it. But like, I don't want almond milk. You know, I really don't want a salad. I want ribs type of thing. I love bread. Bread is so wonderful. But like, I know at the end of this, once I reach my goal weight, I can start incorporating some of those foods back into my diet, like every once in a while, but like not all the time. I hate the word diet. I feel like it needs to be a lifestyle change. Like, you need to just eat good all the time. And I'm not saying you can't eat some junk food every now and then, but I feel like overall you need to just be healthy in general. And it's not even just for your weight. You need to just eat good for the other parts of your body. You'll feel like so much better. And like I said, I'm not anywhere near done with my weight loss journey, but I think sharing it with everyone will help me to continue on and stay motivated, because I don't want to talk about all of this and then not lose any more weight, because that's like so stupid. So this will really help me to stay more motivated and stay on the right track. But I think so far that the systems I put in place for myself have been working really well. A lot of these methods can work for other aspects of your life if you're trying to better yourself. So, I mean, I hope this is like kind of inspirational maybe. Or if you have any other like suggestions or feedback on what I'm doing, like let me know. Again, this is just what works for me, so it might not work for you, but I just wanted to throw it out there and let everybody know that this is something that I'm currently working on, and maybe someone can relate to it, hopefully. I feel like a lot of people struggle with their looks and weight and all that stuff. So, yeah. So hopefully this was useful and relatable to some people. Again, let me know. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and check out my YouTube channel. It's called Rita, where you can watch me film this podcast, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Sarah with 2 H's, Rita with 2 A's. So thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.